We are live.
So, have you ever tried making a paper airplane out of a rag?
No.
That's good. Hello, Karen. You rock.
Hi, Karen.
How you doing? Thank you for joining us on this wonderful NFL Super Bowl atmosphere kind of day. Who you voting to win?
Who, me?
Yes, you, sir.
I don't like either team, but I'll
You
put a
say
bet
there's a,
on that. I'll put a bet on that Kansas City wins.
you say you were telling me about your theory earlier of the NFL is rigged and you never finished.
Oh, I ain't gonna get it on YouTube. I ain't gonna talk about it on YouTube.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it now? I
No,
get
not on YouTube. YouTube will put my take me down right away.
They will give you a beat down.
Yes, they will. I'll be in YouTube
Kathy,
jail. Hi,
Team
Kathy.
K is in the building. Karen and Kathy. The Chiefs, the Chiefs.
Yep.
Karen thinks the Chiefs are going to win along with you, Trapper. I am going to go with, which I know, I don't think they're too much of an underdog. I think they did pretty good this year. The 49ers.
Yeah, they did well.
Yeah.
49ers. Yeah.
Yeah. Ted, how you doing, buddy? I
Hey,
just
Ted.
messaged you
What's up?
on your video and said that we have to get together. Got to get together. Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is with the Chiefs.
I told you.
You know,
The
I would
Chiefs
like
can
to say
actually
the
win.
Chiefs because they've been to the Super Bowl and, man, they know how to play the Super Bowl. 49ers, not so much. I'm going to go to 49ers.
It'd be
I
nice
know,
to see them win.
yeah, I'm probably wrong, which that's why I don't do sports betting or any kind of betting. I don't even play the lottery. Man, scratch offs. I
Hey.
don't even do scratch offs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
I'm going
I
to go
just
ahead and say 49ers.
MT says the Cleveland Browns are definitely going to win the Super Bowl this year. Yes, they are.
They did the ultimate flush. Super Bowl champions. Hey, I'm used to next year. Maybe next year, MT. Get yourself in here if you'd like to, MT. We did send you a link, my friend. Chiefs 4 times. Yes. Chiefs 4 times. Yeah. Man, I just can't sit and watch Super Bowl. I like, I'll jump on tomorrow morning, drink coffee, and watch all the ads. Somewhere, sometime, someone's gonna on YouTube put the ads up, and that's what I'll watch. Detroit Lions fan. I feel you on that, Ted. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. And right there, I'm definitely a Detroit fan also because they are underdogs. And yeah.
I'm an Ohio State fan. I
OHIO.
don't even watch the NFL. I don't even watch them.
No, I don't have the time. Sally Joe, Pat, how you doing? I just don't have the time. I really don't. I wish I could sit. I think I have like a what do they call that? Where you always got to be moving. Always got to be doing something.
ADD.
Yeah, yeah. I always have to be doing something.
You definitely have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have ADD.
Yeah, I got to move. I got to be busy. Yeah.
Ted Mackey, Michigan fan, go blue. I'm sorry, Ted. No, I'm joking.
No, they're not a bad team either.
Oh no, Michigan. Michigan's all right.
Yeah. The commercials, yes, Sally.
The commercials are the best thing to watch on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's how I'll get up in the morning time, drink coffee, and head right and watch those commercials. Somebody on YouTube will have those commercials lined up.
Oh, yes.
Bump, how you doing?
Hey, Bum.
Yeah. Anybody do anything interesting today? I tried to catch up with you all day today, Trapper.
I know you did. It's been a busy day for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Ohio, is it going to rain? Is it going to snow?
I don't know. It's supposed to snow tonight.
Supposed to
I don't think
rain?
so.
I don't think nothing that's going to stick. Maybe.
I don't know.
The halftime show, Karen says, I enjoy the halftime show. Which singer is it this year doing a halftime show? Usher.
Is it
Usher.
Usher?
Yeah. I believe that's what the radio said. Usher.
I
He's
thought it was
pretty
Taylor.
good.
Taylor
Swift or whatever her name is.
I thought it was her.
That's why a lot of people say the NFL isn't she for Kansas City?
Her boyfriend or whoever plays for Kansas City.
That's why everybody says the Super Bowl is rigged and Kansas City will win because of Taylor Swift.
You had to mention that on my channel, right? So YouTube can cancel me.
Usher and Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
No, her boyfriend plays for the Kansas City, but it's Usher. Okay. Yeah. Usher.
Okay.
Usher. He's got some good music. I liked some of his songs back in the day, his early songs.
Yeah.
Usher.
That might be a good halftime show.
Yeah. I can dance just like him too.
Well, I don't want to see it.
I'm a good dancer.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And Karen's laughing out loud.
Moose is texting me and saying that it says I'm on, but I'm not in. So
is he down at the bottom?
No.
It says he's on, but he's not in.
Hey, Lori.
I was an Oakland Raider and a 49er fan. When the Raiders went to LA, I'm full on 49er.
I do not see Moose. He's not behind. He's not in the backstage or anything. I don't even.
That's who we're waiting for, everyone.
Yeah, we're waiting for Moose. It says I'm in, but I'm not in.
Ted says, how do you handle the haters that say the negative things about your channel? Ted, I always hit him with kindness, man. Skeptics are going to be skeptics, and people are allowed to have their opinion. And, if someone's showing you hate, the easiest thing's to walk away. But on the internet, I just, try to give them positive feedback instead of giving them negative. If they say, hey, and I get it a lot. They say, hey, Bigfoot's not real. This is that. And I say, hey, that's okay. You're allowed to have your opinion, but come on, stay a while, go into the, Cameraman Facebook page, look at the evidence, hang out. I don't, when someone comes hating, it doesn't bother me. It happens. You're going to have that everywhere, but don't feed it. Positive is, give them positive vibes, and hopefully they see something on your channel that will make them feel different. That's about all for me. I don't know about Trapper. Trapper, how do you feel about that?
How do I deal with the haters?
Yeah.
I ignore them. I ignore them. I mean, I will message them back, but I won't say anything mean to them.
Yeah. I don't feed negative with negative. I rather be positive, and you know, it's okay. Don't get upset about it. You have nothing to prove to anyone.
Hey Ted, go ahead and put your YouTube channel. Go ahead and put
He
it in
can't.
the. Oh, he can't do it.
Nope, you're gonna have to.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh well, no, he can. He can. He can just type
Yeah,
it in the comments.
yeah. Type it in the comment, Ted. Your YouTube channel, your link to it, because I recommend everybody to go check. Go check out Ted's channel. It's actually pretty good. So
Nice, Sally. Yeah, I mean, I don't delete their comments. I let the comments stay there. If if people want to comment on, this is my thought. I'm not gonna butt into someone's conversation and start acting like an ass. I'm gonna be polite about it.
mm-hmm.
And I think when people leave comments that are idiotic, so be it. I want the world to see that. If you, that's how you communicate to people. And I expect idiot comments from young kids, young ones that don't know no better, that haven't lived life, that are just out there, or trolls, more or less. But I leave all the comments there. It is what it is. The world gets to see who you are,
Right.
If I don't understand something, I kindly ask, hey, I don't understand. What do you mean when you say this or you say that? Or, I mean, it's an opinion, and everybody's allowed to have an opinion, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Everybody, there's Ted's YouTube channel. Please, everybody, go check him out. He has some really good stuff on there. You know, some of the areas I want to take the guys to, because I know where these areas are at that he's filming. So I want to get the guys down there, but go check out his channel, guys, please.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
Ted, you're a good guy. Pat says, always gonna have trolls.
Yeah, you're always gonna have the haters no matter what you do. I mean, we could have a channel just doing nothing, sitting around, just no content at all, just a channel, and you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have haters no matter what you do.
Yeah. Haters make the world go round. I don't know.
You got quite a few people hating on your illegal digging video. Really?
You're gonna have it.
Yeah.
I mean, just what the best thing to say is thank you for taking the time to comment.
Yeah.
It shows you care.
Yeah, Ted. I mean, I completely agreed with that. It's illegal digging. Where was that? That was that.
No, yeah, I mean, don't lose sleep over it, Ted.
Yeah, Ted, don't lose sleep over it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. At least they cared enough to comment.
Yeah, just chalk it up for one. I mean, YouTube looks at the views. They don't care about YouTube. Doesn't really care about your messaging and stuff. They look at your views. They look at how many people are messaging you, stuff like that. So you know what? You got all these haters. They must be watching your videos, so that's giving you a view. So look at it that way.
Yeah.
They're giving you a view, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So they're actually helping you out.
Bump says you can't make everyone happy. Absolutely right. Empty Paranormal says every once in a blue moon, I might be forced to make a rebuttal video to put idiots in their place. but only when I felt it was necessary. Absolutely. You do a great job at that, MT.
Yes,
You should be a detective.
you know, I give MT for that because I was remember I had haters there for a while, and MT backed me up. He went out there, investigated it, and proved that I was that I was right. And
Yeah, that it was impossible.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I give it to him for that. I mean, um, yeah, Moose is having a hard time getting into the show.
It should say after he sets his name up and stuff, then he has to say enter studio. He clicks on enter studio and he should show up below. So if he wasn't able to put a name in or anything like that, he just came to the link.
All right, excuse me, guys. Let me get back to Moose because I know Moose really wants to come in.
All right, I'll entertain.
Please do. No dancing.
Oh, Jesus. Ted says, I've watched all 3 of your channels, and for someone sitting on their couch to dog, you is ridiculous. Most of the people commenting negatively don't have the courage to go out and do what you do.
That is true.
Hey, it's all right, though, Like I said, everybody's allowed to have their opinion. I mean, nobody owns nobody. But as long as it's it doesn't, there's no name calling or anything like that, or, bashing me, that's one thing. Bashing people of the channel or people that, I go out with, that's one thing. That will never be accepted. Criticism is fine. But once we get into name calling and stuff like that, that's when you cross the line. Chair Dancer Jack. Sally Joe. Oh my God. Sally Joe says they accuse me of being on meth.
What? Really?
Damn. Sally Joe, you were the nicest person around. And if you are on meth, wow. Wow. Of all things, meth. Why's it got to be meth? How do they know how people act on meth? Huh. That's one for the books. Yeah. MT says, come on, Trapper. You tell Jack to entertain and then you tell him no dancing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Come on. Tammy, hello.
Well, I'm trying to get Moose in here, so
yeah, we're kind of at a standstill, so we're just talking about anything until Moose gets here.
Yeah, but he's having issues getting in. I don't know if he's going to be able to get in or not.
Grimmer, hello. Pat says, Sally Joe on meth. Oh my God. Sally Joe says, I have no idea. Karen says, hello, Sally Joe.
So.
Well, look what I got.
A cane?
Yeah, you know what this is for.
What's that
it's
for?
It's a pretty cool blue too, man. It's like camo.
Is it for walking?
Yeah, it's for my a couple weeks after my surgery.
And you're going to go into the woods with that?
Oh man, it's camouflaged and everything, man. It's got that nice blue camo on it.
Why do I have this feeling? Why do I have a feeling that I will be carrying you out of the woods?
Because that feeling's probably a good feeling. Yeah. It's probably a really good feeling. Sally Joe says, hello, Carrie and everyone. MT, I love how you talk to the unknown, Lori says. Grimmer says, The people that accuse Sally Joe are the ones on meth. Bump says this football game is getting heated up. Uh-oh. Sally Joe Schaefer's to wrap around Bigfoot's neck. MT Life says, is that your new tree knocker, Jack? It's gonna be. We got to modify this thing. We got to put some wheels on it or something.
Is that what you're gonna put your lights on?
Huh? We got to do something. We got to make this thing cool. I need ideas. What can we do to modify? Maybe put a flashlight on it. You know this isn't going to stop me from going out.
That's why I say I have a feeling I'm gonna be carrying you out.
You know, put a camera, some flashlights on it.
You know what? It's just gonna be one of these things. We're gonna put up a base camp and just make you sit there.
No. I got to get a wheelchair. Who knows how to install motors on wheelchairs?
I am not going to push a wheelchair through the mud, up and down hills.
We got to get Pat Schaefer to build me a motorized wheelchair. Glow sticks on it. Oh, man, that would be an idea. Crack some glow sticks and Velcro them to this. There's got to be some. Come on, some good ideas.
Well, yeah, see, Sally Joe, I was just going to say the same thing. Sally, you beat me to it. Yeah, Jack will be the bait then. Because we definitely know we'll be able to walk faster, let alone run faster.
This could be a bacon stick. Like duct tape bacon all the way down. This could be the stick. The Baconator. There's got to be something that we could do with this. This has got to be something cool. I just cannot go on YouTube with... I got to have something cool. Some stickers. Something. Electric chair. We're on to something here. I'm going to give me a wheelchair. Wheelchair, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Motorized wheelchair. Gasoline powered. We're going places with this. I could get a wagon on back and pull y'all behind the wagon on the wheelchair.
Well, there you go.
There's something. Yeah. I'm going to need 10,000 looms on the wheelchair. It'll get stuck, Lori says. We got to do something.
Why not just a gator?
Yeah, Karen.
Grimmer says, why not just a gator?
A gator?
Mm-hmm.
Too big. Too big in some of those places. Some of those places we won't be able to get into with the gator.
True.
And then, you know what? A wheelchair and the places that I got to cut down to get into, tape a weed whacker with a metal cutter on it to cut me a path. Oh, man, I'm on to something. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
There's nothing I can do to bring Moose in, is there?
No. Karen says, anyone know what the score is yet on the football game? Lori says, that's funny, Jack. 3-0, Bump says. I know, Lori. We're going to think of something. I mean, day one surgery, I'm going to be like, come on, Trapper, come pick me up. And you're going to say no. And I'll be okay with that on day one. Day two, we're out there. San Francisco 3, Kansas City 0. Sounds like it's a stellar start. All right. Any luck with him? Nothing you can do to get him in here?
No, I'm just trying to explain to him. So, I mean, we can start discussing our future. What's going to be happening with us this coming, let's just say, spring, summer, fall. Let's go that way.
Okay. Well, I'm going to kick this one off. You remember when I said with the cell phone, people get to call in. while we're out on
Yeah.
the live hunt. Well, I've been talking to sponsors for sat phones. And I had one back in the day, if you remember. But then it got a little pricey.
Yeah.
The surgery is scheduled for 3 weeks out. I think 2 weeks and a couple days. Yeah. Meet and greet camping. Yes, definitely meet and greet camping this year. But with the phone, I got one coming in that we're definitely going to do, pick somebody off the Facebook page to call in. And one of us will do, go in the direction, for one person live call. I think that's a good idea. We'll work out all the bugs out of that one, but definitely want the live line. But the sat phone, then we'll have phone anywhere. Phone anywhere. The meet and greet this year. Definitely want to do that, get that done.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about the meet and greet. We're thinking about having at Beaver Creek or Salt Fork, one of the two.
Yep. And this year I'm going to advertise out instead of just publicly to do the junior Bigfoot hunt. So Sally Joe, if you got the grandkids or anybody that has grandkids are welcome to come. We're going to actually do a planned date for everybody. I think the most kids we've had out at once were around 16 kids on the junior Bigfoot hunts. We've done well. So this year it's just, I'm going to mention it, put it out publicly instead of privately. It's been fun to do that.
So, yeah, so if you guys, have any preferences, either Salt Fork or Beaver Creek, either one of them two, let me know. Let Jack and I both know, or MT, let him know.
Yep. So we can set the date.
So we can start, we got to get the date set on that. I do believe, I don't know. I know we've talked about it in the past, but we might be also going to some festivals this year, right? Putting tents up,
Yeah.
And if we do that, we will let you guys know so you guys can all come and see us there. Come and stop by our booth. We've been talking about that. Just don't know what festivals yet, but I think we are thinking one or two of them. Depending on how much time in the summer we got and stuff. So it might be just one. But yeah, you guys let us know where you would like to have the meet and greet, either Beaver Creek or Salt Fork, one or the other. We would like to have everybody come.
Yeah. And there's camping at both. So I think there's a lot more to do at Beaver Creek for, sightseeing. Things like that. Salt Fork is more woody. Everything you're going to do is going to pertain to the woods.
Yeah, they do. They don't have much.
Much to do for young kids.
Yeah, they got a lake and stuff there where you can, if you bring kayaks, you can kayak it, or fishing probably, stuff like that. But that's pretty much about what it's for young kids.
Yeah.
Beaver Creek's got a little more stuff to do, for the younger kids.
Yeah, in July at Beaver Creek is, I want to say, Bigfoot month for them. We're really trying to get in there. I would love to be a speaker there up at Beaver Creek. And even show and talk about some of our instances there. That would be great. I think Beaver Creek is, we were getting a lot of action during the day. I mean, Sally Joe witnessed it. It was strange for that much action during the day. If you see a currently going through a briar patch, would you follow it? Absolutely, we have. Ohio briars ain't nothing to mess with, though. They will once those prickers, Ohio briars, grab you, man. It's like they want to hold on to you, and it seems like all the ticks live on those briars.
Yes, they do.
I can tell you what, we were out a week ago, and we were walking through briar, and I had 3 ticks on me. I had one it was actually in the side. It was stuck in there. One on my shoulder, and then one in the curl up of my shirt. And then Trapper had some on him. And I think you gave your dog one, right?
Yeah, I gave my dog 2.
Yeah. CP, hello. Yeah, but absolutely, Lori. We've followed them through briar bushes. And the last video that we did at night, that was all briar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen my last video, that night hunt, please go check that out. We have a surprise in there if you guys haven't seen it, what we found. I think we talked about it in the last podcast. Did we?
On what?
What we found in the night hunt. I can't remember if we had a podcast since then.
The hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, I still haven't heard anything back, and this is unusual because I did message him and haven't got a reply back. Grimmer says, I have a picture of an HD wheelchair for you, Jack. I can't put it on Facebook or live chat. Message me if you can.
Oh, wait a minute. We might have
them.
We might.
Don't you have any heavy duty overalls? I wear thick pants, but anywhere those things can get in, they will get in. They seem to find your skin, and it's hard because sometimes you can't even feel them crawling on you or biting you. I don't know. It's something if that's something that they have in their saliva that you don't even feel them digging in or anything.
There he is.
Moose.
Hey, Moose.
He's got bad cell service.
Yeah.
Well, there's Moose, everybody.
Actually, guys, Moose is actually out doing an investigation as we speak. That's why he's out there. He's down in southern Ohio doing an investigation. Like I told you guys, he goes out there and does the investigate. He checks everybody out and stuff like that. So, he's down there trying to find more places for us to go and stuff. So,
yeah, he's in an area that we want to get into. He's down checking it out now.
Yeah. So he is trying to go live from the field. So that's why I think we're having some issues with him. But I mean, Moose, if you can hear us, try to get down to or higher elevation or get to an area where we can talk to you if you can hear us.
Please, brother, be safe.
Yeah, be safe out there, Moose. So
it's dark out.
the area that he's actually in had a sighting. I wish he could talk about it because I'm not quite sure about it. But where he's at right now, they just literally had a recent sighting. He went to check it out for us, Southern Ohio, down in the mountains. So that is why I think he's having issues getting in.
Yeah. That area is bad on cell service.
It is.
Yeah. My military gear is treated for both mosquitoes, fleas, and ticks. Yeah, it doesn't, Ted, to be honest with you, in the areas we go, we always wear the strongest DEET we could get.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. If you got a piece of skin that's untreated, they'll be there. And that's the truth. MT could tell you, they will be there. It doesn't matter. Mary, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, it seems like lately this time of year too, and it's been bad. It's been bad. Usually we can put the DEET away for a little bit, a month or two, and it's like, nope, all winter long we'd have to wear it. And ticks do come out in the winter, but I haven't seen them this bad.
My mom, she works for well, I don't want to say she works. She volunteers. She volunteers for a history museum, and she's working with a scientist right now on the ticks issues, and because they haven't seen the ticks this bad in so long. Last year was bad. They're saying next year is even going to be worse. Ticks are not dying off because we're not having the winters like we used to. It's got to drop below in the negatives for the ticks to die off. We're just not getting that anymore.
Right.
You know, so all they're doing is going in underground and covering up with leaves and staying warm and getting out of the frost, so it's not killing them off. Because I know my mom, every time I get a tick, my mom's like, "Oh, you got to save it. You got to put it in vinegar, and I need those ticks." So I'm constantly saving ticks for my mom. So yeah, and my mom is always in the woods. My mom's always walking the dogs or out in the woods somewhere, and so she's getting her own ticks, but she always asks for ours too.
Dang,
so
we got to get Mama Trapper out there with us.
My mom actually believes in the Bigfoot thing. She really does. Yeah, and I think we got him. Hey, there's Moose.
It's me. The moose is loose.
The moose is loose.
What is up?
Oh, not much. I finally got the camera thing going and having so much technical issues. Of course, I think it's attributed to my age.
Well, I was telling everybody that you're actually in the field right now, and you're actually you're doing an investigation. So we have, because you just got some insight on a recent sighting, so you went and checked it out for us, so we can, get down your way as well. So you can tell them a little bit about it if you want, like what you guys got, what you got, how else, where you're at right now. If you want, you don't have to say the exact spot where you're at, so we can keep that under wrap. But
yeah, I'm down in Flushing, Ohio. I was originally last Monday. I was at the spot where two fishermen. My cousins were telling me about two fishermen that were at a certain fishing spot nearby, and they had were out fishing, had caught a few catfish, and threw them in the back of their truck, and they had heard something walking in the woods, and they thought it was just regular wildlife. maybe a deer, could have been a raccoon, could have been anything. And then they heard something messing around in the back of their truck. Well, they left where they were at to go back and see what was going on. They had previously put the fish that they had caught in the back of the truck. When they got back there, they saw the tarp was pulled back and the fish were gone.
Wow.
And yeah, they'd been hearing some strange sounds. After that, they had heard a knock, but they just attributed it to regular happenings. They had heard them before, but nothing was ever taken out of their truck until that night.
Wow.
So I've come down to that area where the fish were taken out, and was out there tonight and got some eye shine.
Sure.
And got a grunt where I was located. I was out in the middle of nowhere. There were signs that there were some people there at the spot that I was at. There was still a fire there, but no vehicles. Where I'm at, there's no homes anywhere around for at least over a mile. And so I stuck around for about a half an hour, and a half an hour into it, that's when everything started to get a little hairy and a little interesting.
Sweet. Good.
So
Are you getting any close vocals, or are they pretty far off in the distance?
the one I got was a grunt, and it was probably across the road from where I was at tonight. It was back behind a line of trees. And that's where I was getting, I got one set of eye shine back behind those trees. And I got another set of eye shine up on the hill by some pine trees.
Sweet.
Yeah, definitely
I like-
sounds like a good spot.
Yeah, it does. I can't wait to get back there.
Yeah,
really
I did
can't-
some vocals, but the only response I got was from an owl, and he said, "Who?"
He said, "Wow." He didn't say who.
Yeah.
You got some amazing vocals. I
Uh,
like your calls.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome that you're out there. You're out there doing that. So we
Yeah,
can get
thanks
out
for
there.
going out tonight.
Yeah, that's really cool.
yeah, one is glad to be of service.
Are
Glad
you
to have you.
videoing? Are you putting anything on video or taping anything off your phone or anything?
No, the research I've done before, I've never used any recordings except for during the daytime. I've scanned the area from left to right and
Mhm.
back again, and I've looked at the video later on. I've seen some movements. I've seen dark areas, but I haven't reached any how you want to say concise conclusions in regards to what was seen.
Well, I wish we could be out there with you. I really do. I mean,
I'm sitting here. What? You're out there by yourself? I want to be there.
Yeah.
Sweating over here, get a wreck. Like, can you tell me more about this? And what kind of call was it?
Yeah. The what I've run into down here twice is that it is public hunting land down where I'm at, and it's open. Some areas are wide open, and some areas are really dense and very thick. Some of the I found a pond that sits down in. It's probably about 10 foot down, and it's right in a central area. Right, it's not too far off the road. It's probably maybe about 20 feet off the road. But the brush in the area on the left side of it is very thick, and I mean very thick. It's an area that needs to be navigated with caution in regards to going around it. However, on the other side of it, where it runs off, the trees are pretty much wide open. You can see through them.
Good,
To
good.
see in between the trees. They're pretty wide open. They're not close together like a dense area of trees. And I'm just really interested in that area right there, being that it's a place where wildlife can go and get something to drink. I won't know until probably late spring if there's any provision of food in the area. Say, like maybe the possibility of blueberry, raspberries, stuff like that. That it could be a natural source of food for them.
Yeah.
For
Awesome.
for everybody on here that doesn't know who Moose is, Moose is one of our new team members we took on. I mean, he's a great guy. He's got a lot of knowledge in this field, and I think he's going to benefit us quite well. As you guys can see, he's out by himself up in the mountains right now. And he's doing the investigations and bringing things to us, what he finds, so we can get out there and do our jobs with him. So you'll see him a lot more on camera, on both channels, on the Caravan and Crew and the Unknown Outdoors. So that's who Moose is.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited.
One heck of a call. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to start broadening our horizons and getting down into these areas where a lot different areas than what we're used to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great year.
Yeah, I think
and to get them into some of our areas.
Yeah, get them. Bring into some of our areas, and that's why I keep telling everybody on here. I mean, our summer is going to be busy. I mean, we're going to start traveling a lot more.
Yeah.
all over Ohio, just all over Ohio, outside of Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. So
yeah, we got some PA claims that are sitting.
Yeah, we've been needing to get out there.
Yeah,
we've been trying to get out there since last
I
summer.
went in the spring but never went back.
Right.
But I mean, they're still there for us anytime, and we're talking miles and miles and miles and miles of forest, so it ain't no little thing. I went up there in the spring, and man, they thought I was crazy, Moose. They were like, "You Ohio boys, I love it."
Yeah, we definitely need to get out different places. I'm looking forward to every place that we go to. It's been probably 5 years since I've been really putting time in out in the field. basically everything has been, just go to local things. People will send me text messages in regards to, hey, had this experience. What do you think?
Yeah.
And I might go out for a day, and it's family life is hard. It's not just haven't had a desire in the last 5 years. I've put more time into family, and
Yeah.
family's my number one priority.
Absolutely.
And so I really haven't felt the urge to go out, and until I just I don't know what it was. It was just a feeling that hey, it's time to get back out again. Hey, it's time to go stretch your legs. It's time to go break a sweat and get out there and take a look around and find out what you're missing. And getting out of Beaver Creek, I tell you what, after I got done, my legs felt like rubber. And it was only one setup. Anyway, the it was nice getting out and stretching the legs, getting back into a little bit. It's going to take me a little bit to get back into the habit of the things that I was used to looking for.
Yeah.
It's not easy. These, no, I mean, getting used to concentrating on certain areas and being able to see, because when they're in that stealth mode, they don't move.
Right.
I mean, it's like you could walk by and think it's just a stump, and here it is standing next to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
So
Absolutely right.
Hey, Moose, I'm gonna let you answer this. I got somebody on here asking a question. Mary's asking a question. She says, Trapper, Cameraman, Mike, and Moose, what is the closest and scariest time with Bigfoot? Go ahead and start that. You can go ahead and start your experience.
The scariest time, I would say it would be my first encounter, and first real encounter was 2006. It was just south of Port Washington, up on a hill. I was doing some work up on the hill by a cell tower, and the experiences I had up there was 3 different experiences. The first experience I had was out in the middle of nowhere. There was this pail, or I should say galvanized bucket, just being slammed all over the place. It just sounded like it was just being hit against the ground or up against a tree. And I yelled. It stopped for about 10 seconds, and then it started up again. It just didn't stop. And I figured, okay, well, I try to rationalize things in my mind. I try to come to real reasoning. And I couldn't tell whether it was possibly a human or something else. My reasoning mindset is that not everything's Sasquatch, but not everything can be explained away. And so I tried to explain it away, and I'm to this date, I still have no proof. The area that it was in was a very dense area of woods, that I was working around. That same week, I had been sitting up there eating supper, and I was right next to this dense area of woods. And when I walked up closer to the woods, I could hear this low growl from that woods. And there was a little bit of sun shining into those woods. And I was looking for any type of movement that I could see. So I knelt down to get a little bit lower to see if there's any leg movement. And when I knelt down, the growling stopped.
Mm.
And I said, man, that's weird. So I stood up again, and the growling began again. And then when I knelt down again, it stopped.
Mm.
So, I mean, I tried a couple other different things, moving to the right, to the left, backing away. And, but every time that I drew near to those part of the woods, I experienced a growl. I wasn't, I didn't see a dog. At least a dog or something would move. A bear. I don't see a bear not moving, swaying, but nothing moved within that little patch. The most scariest, though, was the first experience I had with a loud whoop. I had been sitting up there eating lunch again, or not lunch, but supper, watching the sunset. And, to my embarrassment, I had a drink of pop and I let out this guttural belch. And what I heard after that, I heard what sounded like stamping on the ground. It sounded like, when you're packing mud with your hands and you're slapping it. And then this loud, hair raising whoop came across like 6 times. And then it took a break and went another 4 times. And it was so loud and so deafening. It was almost like I was frozen for 15 minutes.
Wow.
And it was actually only a couple of minutes, but you get that, what the heck was that feeling? I've never heard that before. What is this? It took me a couple of days before I actually got some real sleep, because I had to go back to that area every day and do work on that road. It was a lot of trying to figure out what it was, and what it was is I couldn't rationalize it. I had been not so much a skeptic as just sort of leery of what other people had experienced until I had my own experience.
Right.
It's where, yeah, I can't explain this away. I have nothing rational to explain this away. I've been a hunter. I've heard turkey. I've heard rabbit, squirrel, deer, all kinds of sounds in regards to wildlife, birds. And I could not rationally come up with an answer for this. It just wasn't, nothing was coming to mind. And the more I thought about it, the less sleep I got.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because it just tears it tears away when you're trying to figure it out. Because I'm the kind of guy, I want to figure this out. I've got to figure this out. If I don't know what it is, I got to find some type of way to explain this, even if it's what I don't, you know, want to say, or you know, um, out loud. You know,
Right. That's what keeps me
so
going. That same thought keeps me going and going and going and going.
yeah, I'm the kind of guy, I want to explore. I want to find out what it is. I want to get down to the
Yep.
nitty gritty of it all.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think the scariest thing for me, heck, when I told this story 100 million times with you guys on here. I mean, when we got those loud screams, no more than 50 feet from us,
All around
we
us.
we had to cut the camera off quick. We
Yeah.
got out of there.
We got the guns out, got down to the ground.
And
I don't know.
we literally had to sneak out of woods.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
snuck
sorry
out.
guys, I'm still here.
You're good.
I think my number one was that Trapper, but this other encounter is right up there. How you doing, Constance? Thank you for being here with us. Well, thank you everybody for being here with us.
Yeah, thank you everybody for being on here.
Was when I went in alone and I started getting in there. I was on trail, heard some commotion going on. You were out on vacation. And the time the dog went missing the same night.
Oh, yeah.
And all that fighting was going on around me. The
Mhm.
growling, the yells, the tree knocks. I mean, it was like here happening here. I'm in the middle, screaming from over here. I think I caught the dog yapping on camera,
Mhm.
like it was in pain. And I was like, whoa, and I think that was scary. And I cut it. I was like, I'm sorry, this is it. And then on the way out, the guy was looking for his dog. And I told him I heard it. And the dog was never found.
Yeah.
And the guy asked us if we'd come back and, and help him find his dog. And we did that for what? A couple days.
Even when I got back from, from the beach, I think I think even Mrs. Trapper and you asked me to go out and track the dog, and I tracked her for so long, and the tracks kind of just like vanished.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. You and Mrs. Trapper went out.
Mm-hmm. I tracked it for so long, and it vanished.
But that night, and that's the video that I don't know what happened to. It was on YouTube, and then it was gone. And I didn't have a copy of that because it was alive. It was on YouTube, and then boom, it was gone. But the fighting in between and the screams, that raised the hair on the back of my neck. And I was really scared. I was actually shaking, and I never, told anybody that, but I was filming, but I was actually scared.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. I mean, and it seemed like it was 20 feet away from me at sometimes.
Right.
And, and I was kind of embarrassed to end it because the channel was still new. Like I didn't want to end it, but I was scared to be in there. And, I didn't know what to do. And then to hear the dogs, whimpering and screaming, and, there's more yelling going on, trees snapping, growling, things flying overhead. And, and I'm sitting there going, man, this channel's new. I just got out here. What do I do? End it? I got to end it. I got to get out of here. And then finally I called it. I was just like, okay, I'm sorry. And I thought, I would lose a lot of people because, things going on, and, only 20 minutes into a live stream, that's, but I was scared. And then, running into that guy panicking, looking for his dog. And I said, I heard it, you know, and he's panicking and calling it, and something grabbed that dog. Something,
Yeah.
I mean, that dog was like yelping, screaming, and then bam, nothing. That dog was silent. And that's when I kind of had a feeling like, ooh boy, that's it. That dog's not coming back. And the guy never found his dog. And I think YouTube took that video.
Did they?
I believe 100% they did. And they said that, you know, sometimes you can call YouTube and recover a video. And they said there was no video, but I was live. And that's what I told them. I said, I was live. That was live. It wasn't a bit, you know, it wasn't like it was a video I put up there. You know what I'm saying? It was a live stream. And I think because all those calls that they were hearing, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They took that video. 100%. 100 on that.
Yeah.
They didn't want somebody to hear that. But that was my, you know, up there with that night when me and you dropped down to the ground, pulled our guns out, and we're laying there like, holy shit. Excuse
That
my
was a
language.
bad night. Yeah, that was a bad night.
Yeah.
That night was a bad night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was the night that I said I would never go out again without a sidearm.
Yeah.
For that reason there.
I mean, I know our sidearms aren't going to kill these things, but hopefully the noise, hopefully we don't
ever have to use them.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Mike,
Hey,
what's up?
What's up, guys?
MT. Yeah, I mean the thing is never having to use the sidearm, but you never want to need a sidearm and not have it.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I believe 100% if we didn't have sidearms that night, we'd have been on a dinner plate.
Really?
Because they knew we were there, and they were mad. They were mad. I don't know if it was in between a mating season or that time of year, or I mean, we had a feeling that there was another one invading another one's, you know, area.
Yeah, there's one behind us. We had one screaming behind us, maybe quarter of a mile away, and then we had this one like 50 feet away from us going off.
Yeah. And it wasn't, I mean, it was close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, close. You could feel it.
You can feel it.
You can feel the stomps. I mean, the bottom of your feet, you know, you could feel it come through your body, man.
Right. And I mean, if you guys want to see that video, I don't know if it's even still there. But I mean, that video there was one of our first, it was when we first started out.
Yeah, I believe it's there.
Is it still there? We just cut the feed right off, and so we had to get out of there.
Yeah. I mean, we stayed low to the ground and with the lights off, and you can hear it running around. I mean, there was running around us. I mean, it wasn't like the screaming and then, you know, we just cut it off and everything went quiet. Oh, hell no. I mean, it was running around us, and there's nobody. This thing had to weigh at least 400, 500, 600 pounds. You could feel the ground. I'm telling you, it's like putting your hands on a desk or something and then bopping your desk. That's what the ground felt like. And you can hear the bushes moving and things snapping, and it was like, all right. I mean, this is going to be it. And that's what me and Trav both said. We're going to have to fight our way out of here. We're going to have to fight our way out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we got out of there quick.
Yep.
We did not stick around for that.
Yeah. Jack, that video was deleted by YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they took that video. 100%. And it's not the first time things have happened that things got changed. And trust me, I can tell you that That's why everything goes on CD before, even if the computer got hacked. Okay. You ain't getting nothing off that. It's all sitting here. Yeah.
So, Mike, what's up with you?
I just had the kids over the weekend and took them back home. Just got in.
Yeah. How was it? You have fun?
Yeah. Yep. Nothing crazy. I forgot it was Super Bowl Sunday, but I don't watch football anymore, so I lose track of all that.
It did, Belladonna.
Yeah, I only watch it if Ohio State's playing.
Yeah, Sally Joe said YouTube cut the whole part out of that video shortly after it aired. Yes. Yeah, now I remember. Yep. Yes, it did. Bob, hello.
What's up, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, and I think that's why I started copying all the videos. I think because of that. But
You're gonna need
situations.
You're gonna have to get a brand new DVD player. Make sure you bury it in the archives with all yours. So whenever it's recovered, they'll have some idea what to do with them.
Yep. Put them in a what are those things called that you put in the ground?
Time capsule. Time bomb.
Yeah, time capsules. Bigfoot time capsule. When we all give it up, bury it, and put all of our trinkets and our things in it, and whoever finds it, we'll put instructions in there.
You're gonna have to get a TV with audio video inputs to go with the DVD player. And all your gotta have the whole kit so they can watch it again.
Yeah.
By that time, the TVs aren't going to have all that input,
Yeah.
video input.
I mean,
the AV jacks and
it's almost there now. I'm surprised you have blank DVDs. I don't even know if those things exist anymore.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, heck, I was trying to hook up my new TV not too long ago, and I had to go to the store and buy this. I don't even know what it is. A small little cable because I didn't have the AVI and all that stuff on my TV. I had to go buy this special cord to hook it to the sound system. I never even seen that.
Trapper's like some special cord.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Some
Trapper, I can tell you that all four of us right here, and I'm sure a lot of people in the chat have lived through what's that, cassette tapes, the big squared ones, records, DVDs.
8-track tapes. What are you talking about? I had AC/DC on 8-track.
Yeah, we all survived that. So when you say special cord, there's a million of them, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what, like you talk about that. I remember finding 8-tracks. My parents were pretty young, so they weren't that much older. Like, I mean, my dad was 17 years when I was born. My mother was 15. So even, 8-tracks were kind of on their way out, even when my parents were younger. But I grew up cassettes. And then when I discovered an 8-track player through some of the old stuff, I'm playing with it and I'm like, wait a minute. Because, if you remember cassettes, there's no way to select tracks.
Right.
There's an 8-track where I could pick a track. And I'm like,
1, 2, 3,
how
4,
is this
5.
older? With, it seemed to me, I'm like, wow, older technology. I actually had more options to select what I wanted to listen to than cassettes where you have to fast forward and rewind and get what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen X talk. That'd be the next show.
Gen X talk, Ted.
Yep, the
Exactly.
Gen X talk.
Mm-hmm.
We survived it, so.
Well, I tell you what, I think it's there's some fact about that. And I think out of all the technology changes, our generation has the most out of any generation of changes through technology. So, anybody else who's, grew up in our generation, can relate to that because look where we're at now and then look where we're at when we were young teenagers and, look at how many things have changed.
Yeah, went from those phones with the cord, the antennas that you had to pull out and you had to buy a PIN card, to use it that had money on the card. Through pagers.
Oh, heck. We thought we were special when we got the pagers. You remember when pagers came out? We thought we were
Yeah.
the crap when we got our first pagers.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
Where can we find pagers at?
Yeah, Office Tech. When I was in school, Office Tech was using a typewriter.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's something that, how long's the typewriter been in use for? Up until, you know, right at the turn of probably our generation.
Yeah. I do got to tell you, through all these years of typewriters and computer changing and upgrading, I still freaking chicken peck.
I don't. I was big Office Tech, man. I'm, you know, what do you call that format? ASDF, you know, that format of typing.
Yeah.
I kind of like caught onto that pretty good. I'm pretty good at typing.
ASDF, and then what is it? LKJP
I can't finger poke or chicken poke. I have to sit there on the correct keys and just go with both hands.
Nope, I'm a Charlie Brown, or what's that Charlie Brown character playing the piano.
Oh yeah. All the technology that I grew up with. I was into hooking up stereo systems for different people, and then the upgrades as they came along after '96. I said, I'm done.
Yeah. The year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need some upgrades to find this Bigfoot, though, man. Can we get a camera that can see out of our dimension? Something.
Someday it'll be there.
I think that we need to meet stealth with stealth.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Todd Standing. I've seen the video a few times in regards to the pictures that he's gotten through the stealth that he's used. I'm not saying we need to walk around the woods in a ghillie suit or, you know, anything like that. But I think that when we walk, we just let them know where we're at.
Yeah.
You know, we want to let them know where we're at. It was like out at Beaver Creek, the one area that I mistakenly thought might be a nesting because it had the ferns growing in it. I didn't realize until a few minutes later that we were right next to a horse trail. And I'm like, okay. The more I thought about it within the last week since we've been out, is what a perfect place to put a camouflage cover and even lay there, and we don't even need a big camera.
Right.
Right.
For anything like that. You know, with the technology that we have today, we could hook a small camera onto a board that just shows nothing but black and white. And I think that we might be able to pick up something. I think that in areas like that, we can lay hidden back in, covered up, and I think that we can possibly, it's possible, be able to get a possibly a better picture, see something that walks by, or even something that's standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're so used to us moving around that we forget that sometimes we just need to sit still and wait for them to come around. Let them move around us. Let them become curious. It's their natural. I think sometimes it's their natural thing is to be curious, and letting them come in and approach is more important than us sometimes pressing into being invasive into where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I say we go out, I got a lantern, put it down in between us, and we all sit there. Do it at a really big hot spot like Cuyahoga. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Cuyahoga Fort. Yeah,
great area.
Cuyahoga. Mm-hmm.
let them come towards us.
And
Yeah.
we tried like, I mean, there's been a couple times where we've tried the still approach, but usually it involves others still roaming with one still,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe like a bigger multiple thing where all of us are still,
Yeah.
even if we're all maybe not even close, maybe even just spread out and all have an area where we have a good distance away, but we're just still.
Right.
Yeah. And sit there and just have a camera and don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a camera rolling on you. Don't say nothing and just let them get curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even in the same fact, if we want a gift, whatever we want to bring along with us, in regards to that,
Yeah.
there's been some weird stories. I don't know them to be exactly true or not, but there's been men who've gone out in the woods hunting. They've camped out overnight, and in regards to the circumstances that they were dealing with, they've left food approximately 25 to 50 feet away from where they were sleeping at, or where their tent was at, and where their fire was at, wherever it may be. And they have seen these creatures walk up and take that food where they placed it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot more camping this year.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, Grimmer. I don't know if you could do that in Helltown. I don't know if you can camp there.
Yeah, I don't know. No, you're not. I don't think you are allowed camping in Helltown.
I don't think
No,
they let you camp there anymore.
No.
Mm-mm.
I mean, we could stay there for a while because I'm pretty
yeah.
sure that park is, I don't think there is a limit to, or a curfew.
No, that park's
But
open
I don't think
24
you can.
hours.
I don't think you can actually put up a camping site. So I mean, we could
Right.
try something like that, but not camp.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Would like
Somebody
to do
mentioned about. No, go ahead. I apologize.
Oh, I'd like to do some camping in PA this year. A lot more camping.
Yeah, I know some stealth camping that you can go to. It's over by Kinzu Dam. I know that's another hot spot that they're having. So out of Warren, Pennsylvania, and I know there's some stealth camping up that way that you literally are literally in the middle of the mountains. You're overlooking the King. I think you're overlooking the reservoir. I do believe. I don't think you're overlooking the river. I think you're overlooking the reservoir. But I mean, you can even get a camper in there. People do stealth camping up there with campers, the whole 9 yards, tents, everything. So I mean, it's off grid. But yeah, that's right out.
Yeah.
That's right by Kinsey Dam.
Same
What
with
park
Allegheny
is near
Forest.
Helltown?
What's
One
that?
more time.
What park is near Helltown? Major park.
I'm not sure, really.
That's not Cuyahoga, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's,
Cuyahoga is near it.
yeah.
Like I'm not sure what part of it. Cuyahoga is a huge park, but I'm not.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that old village was integrated into the national forest. That's what it was originally taken for, was to preserve the forest for that park. That's what the claim was. Why they did eminent domain and took the land was because of the what did they say? The diminishing area or
Mhm.
forest of Cuyahoga, or yeah, it was Cuyahoga, right?
Yeah, well, actually, Ted's saying Boston Mills. I mean, Boston
Yeah.
Mills is, I do believe, right in Cuyahoga National Park.
Yeah, it's open 24 hours.
Yeah, it was called Boston Village was the name of the actual
Oh,
area.
really?
It was a
Didn't know
village.
that.
Yeah, it was called Boston Village. That was the name of the area that they took. The government claimed it.
Yeah.
It was a big. I mean, it kind of made news because there was a long time since the government did any kind of eminent domain claims, and then that came out and basically forced everybody under military threat for their timeline to leave because
Right.
they forced them to sell it to them.
I mean, we were in Helltown till what? Midnight, around midnight, wasn't it? It had to be around midnight.
It was close to that, if I remember.
Yeah. I mean, the park's open 24 hours a day. You can be in Cuyahoga all night, all day. You just can't camp there.
Right.
Helltown, I don't know about, going into that village area where the village used to be, but I mean, we were in there till almost midnight and didn't have no problems.
We found what looked like the first bit of remnants of the old houses when we were up there a while back.
Yeah.
I haven't got to go up to that area of the park to actually look and see because I haven't seen any remnants in where we go of the old village, except for, well, that slaughterhouse, but that's kind of away from the main area where Boston Village was.
Right.
But we saw that one house that was on the same property as that one, looked like it was a newer remodeled home. Remember that? There was looked like an old collapsed in house that was just off of their property, but it looked like it might have been part of it. So we never really got to go up there any further to explore that, to see if there are other, because I don't know what's left. I just remember seeing the old photos and old videos of people that were there back in the more prime era when a lot of the stuff hadn't been demolished. So I don't really know what's left.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yep.
I think so too.
We'll have to get out there, MT, and see during the day and see if we can't find some of the more of that property.
Yeah.
The halftime show was fabulous. Usher.
Awesome.
You said Usher and Justin Bieber? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Justin Bieber. I believe somebody said Justin Bieber. I just remember somebody saying Usher. So I guess Usher and Justin Bieber. I'll catch the commercials tomorrow morning during coffee.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to call it a night. What do y'all think?
Sounds good. Moose, thank you, man. Thank you for being out there tonight.
Yeah, man.
You checking in soon, or are you going to be out there for a while?
I'm not sure. I'm looking. Let's see. It's 8:40 right now. I'm looking in going back up to the one area down where the young guys were fishing, and hanging around there for a little bit and see what I hear, and see if I can't get any interaction while I'm down in that area. I went to a new park tonight, which dead ended into the wildlife area, and man, just right off the bat, a few things transpired. There's an area out there that's where I'm headed back up to. That's looks like a private cemetery, and it's got old markers. I didn't see anything new right off the bat, but I'll probably go back up and to that area and wait around and see what's going on.
Sounds good. Please be safe out there. You need me, please call me.
Yeah. Be safe out there and just let us know. Let us know what you come up. I can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, get some pictures if you can. Send them my way. I'll put them up.
Yeah,
I'll put them up on the Cameraman Facebook page.
Keep the phone handy. You never know when you need to
yeah.
start recording. Yeah, you probably got it. You probably got that ready.
So
Yeah, I got service. I got service up there where I'm going back to. However, where I was at, there's no service down there, down in the valley.
okay.
And and plus, I'm also looking at tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get. There's been a new sighting in the Leesville Lake region, and
Good night,
that
Derek.
just came in. That just came in last night from a guy who was driving home from work, and he had a. He described it as being close to 9 foot tall. He said it took two strides across the road and stepped right over a guardrail and up the hill it went.
Wow.
So I have a couple of friends that I've made contact with, and they're going to try and get in touch with him, and hopefully I can get with him and go over the exact location, being that it's right next to, well, it's 5 minutes from where I live.
Wow.
Sweet. Okay.
All right.
Maybe see some good prints there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Hope you all could stay on after he ends it. That would be cool for a minute.
Yep. Stay on
But
after.
thank you, everyone. You guys and girls are fantastic. Thank you for all being here. Got some good things going to drop this weekend. I just put out a short tonight if you guys want to check that out. But got some good things going to drop this week. Good things coming up for the weekend. Like I said, it's been a lot of videos for me lately, but it's been an area that I rather put out a video than give you, shady service area. I want these videos to be nice, crisp, and clean. And a big reminder, YouTube has been doing service on some servers. Me, Mike, Trapper, Moose, we might be on all different servers, YouTube servers. So please make sure you're still subscribed. And then, check your, your 720, make sure you're, 1080p, 720. You do that by your settings. I see a lot of people going, oh man, this video is bad. But then you tell them to go to their settings and rewatch it. And then they're like, yeah, it's at 320, 320 pixels, so make sure you check your settings for each video because YouTube has a thing. They will reset you. And then, you'll think you'll set it up to 1080p. Tomorrow you'll go to jump on and it'll be back to 320 or 410 or so.
Yes. Thank you. I know Jack and I know Mike MT and myself, we did put up videos over the weekend. So if you haven't seen the videos yet, please go check all those videos out. They're pretty good.
Yeah, we've been just dropping videos left and right, and there's more to come this week. It's going to be a major drop time. As they're dropping, we'll be out and dropping more. Like I said, we want to do lives, but I'd rather give you a good crispy clean because we're coming into the end of these times that we're going to be and going back into our summer areas. So
and then a lot of our videos were where Moose is at right now, we're not going to be able to go live out there. So just keep that in mind. So that being said, if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe.
Hit that thumbs up.
That like button for me, please.
Yep.
So with that being said,
that notification too.
Yeah,
don't forget that notification.
Yeah, that'll mess with you sometimes. It just goes off. You got to re-click it again.
Yep. Like I said, they've been working on their servers, and it's Just been crazy.
So, all right. With that being said, I'm Matt, aka Trapper with the Unknown Outdoors.
I'm Jack the cameraman.
Mike, MT Paranormal Life.
And I'm Moose.
On the loose.
Hey, guys.
Got some great
Y'all
calls.
have a great night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.